Whenever we hear or read about a tax evasion, banking fraud, or a high-profile monetary scandal, there's a high probability that Swiss bank accounts are involved in the mix. Swiss banks are often delineated as bastions of secrecy and security in contemporary movies or articles linked with famous celebrities. Swiss banks have a reputation for safety and anonymity, and in spite of the fact that many of the regulations and conditions of the Swiss banking system have been dissolved over time, the banks still offer a lot of benefits for the wealthy people in this world. So, without any delay, let's get started with today's video, where we'll tell you the main reasons why the wealthy prefer Swiss banks, its advantages, and the basic requirements of setting up a Swiss bank account. Welcome to Wealthy Mindset, where we explore unique and breathtaking angles from the world of money, economics, personal finance, and investing. But before we dive into it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, click on the bell icon right there so you never miss any of our subsequent videos. The Swiss banking law of 1934 made it illegal for the Swiss banks to reveal any details of an account holder. Exactly like the confidentiality protections between a lawyer and their clients, or a doctor and their patients, these defenses are the main factors that differentiate Swiss bank accounts from other banks around the world. Until and unless there's a serious legal issue, Swiss banks can't disclose the details of their account holders to investigators or foreign governments. For instance, if there's a legitimate legal case filed against an individual related to drug trafficking or insider trading, Swiss law is bound to force your bank to share confidential or protected information. Not many banks bear the financial risk associated with denying this request, but in normal situations, no one will ever know about the existence of a Swiss bank account, making it the most secretive financial institution in the whole world. Another major advantage of having a Swiss account is that if at all anything happens to the account holders can be fully compensated without any questions. In case of a natural calamity, be it a tornado, fire, or flood, account holders are assured that your account will be safe and sound. As stated by the Swiss Bankers Association, every single Swiss bank account is insured in case of disastrous loss on the banker's end, meaning that the assets and money in the accounts will be completely compensated 100% of the time. This level of security and protection can be rarely seen in any other banking institution in the world. On top of the high-level protection provided by the Swiss law, they are reinforced with the safest currency in the world. Swiss franc, currency of Switzerland, is one of the safest currencies in the world. There is literally zero inflation with this currency, which increases the financial protection offered by the country. Now, you might be thinking, why is Swiss franc so stable? It is because most of the present world's currency exists in a digital form, but unlike other countries, Switzerland's money is backed by at least 40% in gold reserves at any given time. Swiss francs are not only the immovable financial aspect of the country. Over the years, the country has successfully attained a rock-solid economy. The economic conflicts in the international markets have never had any kind of impact on the Swiss banking system. You can literally bet your money on this magnificent country. Now let's talk about the basic requirements to qualify for a Swiss bank account. Many of us have a misconception that only the super wealthy can afford to bank in Switzerland, but in reality, an average earning individual can also enjoy the benefits that the Swiss banks offer. If you are at least 18 years old and have a valid passport, you are eligible to open a Swiss bank account. Of course, a few Swiss banks have extra requirements, such as proof of income or a minimum deposit. On an average, the minimum deposit starts from $10,000 and can go up to $100,000 in a few elite establishments. Even if you can afford the lower end of the spectrum, you can be assured that your financial investment will be provided with the best protection in the world. But, as a matter of fact, most of the Swiss banks do not provide services for customers or residents from the United States. That being said, it is also important to note that Swiss banks charge a huge amount of maintenance fees due to the top-notch security and secrecy that they provide their customers. So it's better to compare the costs and benefits before transferring your life savings over to another country. If you are not eligible for a Swiss bank account, or if your costs are greater than your profits, there's no need to worry. There are numerous secure and affordable options in your own country. These low returns do make Swiss banks a poor choice of investment, but its undoubted privacy laws and stable economy makes it a good choice for uninvested money. Also, these low interest rates, or returns, can be beneficial for the rich. By depositing money in Swiss banks, a person would earn low interests, and as a result of which, the person would pay lower taxes on their interest income, ultimately allowing them to elude from the high taxes that they would have been compelled to pay if they had invested money in their own nation. In conclusion, a bank account in Switzerland is safeguarded in almost every possible way. A strong currency, an economy not affected by any international conflict, and Swiss law itself. These tremendous benefits attract the super wealthy all over the world. When a person deposits millions and millions of dollars in a bank, it is obvious that they will opt for the most secure and confidential place in the world, and Swiss Bank, currently being the only financial institution in the world with these facilities, has become the treasurer of all rich people on the planet. Would you invest in a Swiss bank if you became a millionaire one day? We'd love to know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest business trends and interesting facts. You can also turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any of our mind-blowing videos. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!